In this module, we'll find out how to determine the current firmware version and upgrade your cameras on an IDIS NVR. Checking and updating the firmware are critical tasks for keeping the camera secure and up to date with bug fixes and new features. It is important to note that during the upgrade process, the camera will reboot itself, and due to this, you will lose camera footage during this time. To do this, go into the Setup menu, click Camera, and in the sub-menu, click Maintenance. You'll now be presented with a list of registered cameras showing the camera model and what firmware version they are currently running. Note down the relevant camera models and firmware versions. And now, using the IDIS website, search them up using the camera model name. When you scroll down on each of the product pages and click on the download section, you'll be able to see what is the latest firmware version for that product. Download the firmware files, copy it to a USB hard drive or memory stick, and then plug it into the NVR. To perform the firmware upgrade, we'll need to head back to the NVR and click in the firmware upgrade cell for the relevant camera you want to perform a firmware upgrade on. You may be asked which USB storage you want to use if you have more than one inserted. Select that and proceed to browse to the firmware file. Select it, click OK, and select to confirm the firmware file. You can also perform upgrades for multiple cameras all at once, and to do this, simply follow the same process for the other cameras before proceeding with the upgrade button. And when you are ready to proceed, click the upgrade button and the upgrade will commence. It will take a short moment to finish the process, and once the firmware is installed, the relevant cameras will reboot. They'll perform a diagnostics in order to finish the process, and once finished, the camera is upgraded with the latest firmware.